Hey friend, welcome back to Your Guess, Your Mess. It's Tracy on the mic, and today we're talking about something most of us don't admit out loud. That weird, quiet, in between space where you don't feel sad, you don't feel excited, you're just here. Not stuck, but not sure what the next step is either. Some days feel like you're waiting on a feeling to return, waiting on energy to hit, waiting on clarity to settle in, or waiting to feel like you again. And in the past, you might have pushed through it, forced something, distracted yourself, pretended to be on when you were really just tired. But this season is teaching you something different. Rest doesn't mean you've lost your direction. Slowing down doesn't mean you failed. And not knowing doesn't mean nothing is happening. Now let me talk to you like I'm sitting right next to you on the couch for a second. You are allowed to sit down. You're allowed to exhale. You're allowed to lean back and say, right, I don't have all the answers today, and that's fine. Because if we were really sitting together, I'll look at you and say, you don't have to push through anything today. You're allowed to rest, right? You don't have to earn your stillness. Sometimes you just need someone to remind you that you're not being lazy. You're just human. And I'm reminding you that today. It's easy to feel guilty for needing a moment, to feel like you should be doing more, chasing more, proving more. But sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is let your body breathe and let your mind quiet down long enough to hear what you actually need. Because you're not behind, you're recharging. You're not empty, you're recalibrating. You're not lost, you're in transition. And transitions never look glamorous, do they? They're slow, they're messy, they're quiet, they're full of pauses, sigh, and I don't know yet moments. But they're also full of growth you won't notice until later. So if today feels still, or heavy, or blank, let it be what it is. You're allowed to not rush. You're allowed to not force. You are allowed to not let inspiration comes from you for once. Because your momentum isn't gone. It's just shifting. Your clarity isn't missing. It's just settling. And your next chapter isn't late. It's just loading in the background, quietly. So my reminder to you, you're allowed to be tired and still be growing. You're allowed to pause and still be aligned. You're allowed to be in between and still be on your way. This story isn't over. You're just turning a new page. Thank you so much for listening to this episode today. Follow Your Guess, Your Mess on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And my final reminder for you, the quiet season are still part of your becoming. Until next time, continue to turn those pages.